Hello, hello. We are live. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Giving folks a chance to get in here. Was no announcement. Hope we don't have any. There we go. There we go. Just have to make sure that the sound and everything. Sure. The sound and everything is good. Yes. Hello. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. We're going to be pulling cards today, hearing what everybody has to say, or at least listening to me talk. Yes. Okay. Good morning. It is East Coast times, moderation. It is East Coast time, 12 o'clock, noon. Move this a little bit closer. So I don't have to reach so far to respond to the chats. Yes. Talk about what's going on in the world. How is everybody today? No matter what time this may reach you. I just made another video and uploaded it, an encouraging video, encouraging people to continue to make your videos and continue. Don't give up. That's giving up is not an option, especially nowadays. It's not an option. Post. Enjoy your life. Be all that you are. Share who you are with everyone. Yes. Yes. Well, till we have more people on here, let's start it off with, let's invite the angels. I invite the angels of the angelic realm to be here with us now in this gathering time. Bring those that are to view this video in the time that they view it, that the message is reached, that they receive what it is that they need to receive, whether through words, whether through knowledge, whether through the information that is shared through an oracle card, through words that may come through my mouth, through a response in the chat. Let's come together as one, because that's what we are here to do, to support one another in all that we are. Isn't this exciting, being a part of a community like this? We invite our ancestors. All of my ancestors are with me now. All of our ancestors are with us now. Yes, all of our angels, we invite the angelic realm. All of our angels are with us now. All of our loved ones are with us now. All of our guides are with us now. We are fully and completely guided by the universe. I submit to universal will. I am living universal will. I am sharing universal will. I am walking my divine path. I am guided along my path. I am guided by the angelic realm along my spiritual journey with all the experiences that I have in life today. Welcome all. Thank you for being here. My heart is full. Practice gratitude. What are we grateful for today? I am grateful for you. Yes, I am. I am grateful for you and everything that you consist of, all that you are, everything about you, because we are all come from the same source, and you are the missing part of me. I am the missing part of you. And together we bring completion to one another through our support, through our words, through our love, through our actions, through our deeds. Yes, I encourage you, those out there whom are considering doing YouTube channels, considering getting out there in that social media platform, but feel like, well, I don't have anything to offer. And I challenge that because you have a lot to offer in life. You have been walking this earth your entire life, and you have gained so much experience, so much knowledge, and such different perspectives than me. Excuse me. Yes, and therefore you are valuable, you are invaluable, you are priceless, you are gold. Yes, you are. So am I. Yes. Drink your waters, love your water, love who you are. It is raining right now outside. It is raining. Of course, it's outside raining, not inside, right? It is I like to bless the rain. I bless the rain. Every drop, I bless the rain. I send it love. I send it gratitude and thank the rain for all that it does for us. Yes, all that it does for the earth, the provision, watering the plants, the trees, giving the earth the nutrients that it needs. And it is for our benefit. It is for my benefit. It completes me. I am water, mostly water. You are mostly water. And when we consume our water, we complete the of who we are. Love who you are. I love my water. When I consume what I love, mm, it nourishes me and goes to every cell within my body, and I receive it with joy and gratitude and love. And I am grateful to have water to drink. I am. What would that be like to not have water to drink? I'm grateful to have clean water to drink. I filter my water. Yes, I am grateful. Welcome. So let's do a card. Let's pull a we are in a moon cycle right now. We are in planetary alignments. Let's pull Moonology card. Let's see. Let the moon be your guide. You see that? Let the moon be your guide. Get a little bit closer. Can you see that? Let the moon be your guide. Hey, stars are our guides, right? Those with Christianity, wasn't it astrologers that received the message through the stars that Christ was being born, those that believe in the birth of Jesus in the way that it took place? Was it not astrologers that were guided to him that night when he was born and brought amazing gifts? Yes, they brought gold for to be able to have substance and provision. They brought frankincense, which is a spiritual, what would you call that? Um, what are those? It's not a herb. It's you burn it and it's for spiritual enlightenment. And then myrrh, what did I hear about myrrh? But they brought them gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But myrrh was also what the Egyptians used when they would bury their kings. So it was a very powerful. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh were brought by, they were titled as the kings, the three kings, wise men. They were astrologers. They were following the stars. Yeah. So when anyone has objectiveness about the stars and listening to the planets and the guidance, okay, well, through Christianity, it's written right in there as well. It was astrologers who guided people to Jesus himself when he was born through that story. Yes. So let's just pull a card out. This one right here will do. And it is have faith in your dreams. Okay. This is another example on how point the universe is. I just made a video before I came on here live. Just made a video encouraging people to follow their dreams, to don't give up, continue. If you're wanting to do a channel, do it. Share your talents. Share what it is that makes you the magnificent person that you are. So have faith in your dreams. It's the waxing crescent moon. How can I get it to where you can see it? What angle can you see? There we go. I have to put it at a tilt. There we go. Have faith in your dreams. Thank you, universe, for that confirmation, for the waxing crescent moon, things that I was speaking about. So let's see what the waxing crescent moon has to say. That's the waxing moon, not the waxing crescent moon. There you go. Page 26. Page 26. You can use that number for the day as well, whatever it may mean to you. 26, 2 and 6 make 8. There's a number right there. What does that mean for you? Okay. Have faith in your dreams. Don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. That's right. If you still have breath in your life, in your body, and you are still walking this earth, your story is not over yet. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As everything, it's one step at a time. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, then it's not the end. I love that phrase. I love that saying. That was in the hotel, the Marigold Hotel. I think that was the name of that movie. Really good movie. Really a real good feel-good movie. Yes. And that was the phrase that they had in that movie. If everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can take practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about and allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next step. Overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about. So keep the faith. Yes, keep the faith. Have faith. Yes, walk in that. I am focused on what I want. That's the affirmation, the attune to the moon. I am focused on what I want. I am focused on sharing my light with you. I am focused on communing with you. Yes, the additional meanings of this card. Just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean they're not manifesting. That is so true. Just because you don't see that flower yet, that you planted that seed, that will manifest in its time. And from that itty bitty little seed, there was that term in the Bible, have faith of a mustard seed, that little tiny mustard seed, when it does bloom and manifest and take place, whoo, what a harvest, what a manifestation. But we don't look back. We stay focused on moving forward. You know, another reason why you don't look back? Literally, you cannot, because your eyes are right here in the front of your head. They are looking forward. They're not looking behind you. You don't have eyes in the back of your head for a reason. There's a reason you look forward, not behind, because behind is the past. Unless you're being protective of your surroundings and so forth, then you have to have an awareness, of course. Let's use logic. Let's use wisdom here, but you look forward because that's where your eyes are. They're in the front of your face, not in the back of your head. Be patient as events unfold. Yes, be patient. Ask for patience. Ask for guidance in being patient. Remember, you are your own creator, and the angels and your guides and your loved ones, they don't do it for you. They assist you, they help you, they guide you. Yes, it is you that does it yourself. It is you that thinks your reality through your feelings and how you feel about, and if you think about the outcome, that's manifesting. Yes, yes. You stay focused by moving forward. Be patient as events unfold. Dig a little deeper to find more courage because you're a strong individual. I don't care what it is. You may talk about, I had horrid in my life, but you are stronger for it today. It doesn't matter what you feel, what may or may not be, you are stronger for it today. Through your adversity, through your challenges, you have strength, you have courage, you now know how to stand through that storm. You now know how to share to another about what takes to get through that type of situation. Yes, it took you going through that adversity, through that storm, through that situation in order to be able to share to another, even to yourself, reminding yourself how you got through it and how it feels to be out of it. That's what's really important. How does it feel to be out of it? How does it feel to accomplish what it is that you set out to do? Step into that feeling because that's where the accomplishment is. Step into that feeling. What does it feel like to be loved? What does it feel like to be in that loving relationship? Feel it. Know it. It doesn't matter if that's not the current situation. What does it feel like? Should you be in it? Is that what you would like? Is that what your dream and desire is? Remember that you are a free will individual and it is your desires that manifest because it is your free will. It is your desires. You were created with free will. You were even instructed to choose. You were even told that the power of life and death is in the tongue because it is your words that you speak that is creation. And when you feel it from right here, you feel the feeling of what it is you desire, that loving partner, the love in your life, the love in your home. Feel it. Feel the joy. Feel that happiness. Remind yourself that's what it is that you desire, that you want. You have to feel it in order to be it. Yes, yes, yes. Look at me talking. I didn't even finish reading in the book. Okay, the teaching to this. The waxing crescent moon is the second moon phase in the 8 main moon phases. So those that are aware and have the knowledge of the moon phases, it's great to know what is happening around you. It's great to know what creation is all about. You don't know until you know. You don't know until you know. And this is now teaching you something new for someone who may not know. Doesn't matter if you believe in it or not, it is still information to be had. Take what resonates, toss the rest away. Yeah? Okay. But even if it's not the time of the waxing crescent moon when you pull this card, it still suggests you need to really pursue your dreams. It's the time to put your foot down hard as you chase your goals. Yes. Be goal oriented. What is it that you want in your life? Yes, because that's how we get through. I mean, you can just take it as simple as what do you want to eat? That's a decision right there. And then let's say you've gone out to eat and you're at a restaurant and you're looking at the menu. Here is a perfect example. You're at the restaurant and you're looking at the menu, and now you want to see, what do I want to eat? I'm hungry. Look at all these beautiful, delicious choices as I take in my green drink. This is I have it in coconut water and a wonderful green drink mixture I drink for nutrients. I make sure I get all the elements that I want for my body. Mm, and it's so good. I look forward to having the next sip because, oh, thank you for all the nutrients that you have given to me. So, back to the menu. You're at the restaurant and you're looking at the menu and you're trying to decide what it is that you want. Oh, and you see something that just catches your eye and you read the description that they say that this delicious dish includes all the savory or the sweet or the tangy, all the different ingredients, whether you like vegetarian options or you like the chicken or the fish, and oh man, you remember, oh, I love that soup. Oh yes, I think I'll have that soup and that salad and the entree. I think I'll have this entree. Oh, and I gotta have a dessert. Oh, chocolate. Let me see. Where do they have for chocolate? Within all of those choices, you have the feeling that is there and it's joyful and you know it's coming because you put that order in. The waitress has come along, the waiter, the waitress, the server, person that is bringing your food, the universe, and says to you, "What would you like to eat? What are your choices? What have you decided today to consume? What delicious dish have you decided?" So you say to the waitress, the universe, "I would like this and this and this. And don't forget that over there. And can you bring me an extra some of that?" Oh my goodness. And the universe says, "Okay." The waitress says, "Okay." And you're so excited. That feeling right there, you that ready, "Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, I can't wait for it to come." Oh my goodness. You're just waiting and you're waiting at least for the soup and salad to come because you're so hungry, but you know that it's coming. Yeah, because you put that request out there. You put your order out there. You put your desire to the universe. In this form, to the waitress, and you know that it is being cooked up and prepared back there. That seed that you planted into the earth, you know that it is being stuck down there in the earth as nature does what it does, as it brings to fruition the seed that was planted. And then when it arrives, oh, you're even more so joyful because you've been waiting in expectancy. You've been waiting with joy and those feelings of, oh, how much you're going to enjoy the delicious foods that you put out to the request to the universe. And when it arrives, oh, it smells so good, and you're so grateful. You are grateful that you are even able to be in that restaurant in the first place because, oh, it's one of your favorite places to go, and how you feel the joy and the love of being there. This is how you walk through life. What is it that you want in life? That expectation, the expectancy that you're standing in, and you stand in it with joy, with gratitude, with love, with thankfulness. And as you eat the foods that you ordered, all the delicious choices of the different entrees that you got to choose from, and when you receive it, once again, you say thank you. You say thank you when the order was taken. You say thank you when the order was received, and you say thank you when you see it manifest right in front of you. And how many times have you experienced? Oh my gosh, it was way more than I was expecting. Phew, I'm not going to be able to eat all of this today. I'm going to have to take some of this home and I can have some more tomorrow and maybe even the next day. Maybe I can even share it with someone on my way home that is hungry, that's on the side of the road. And here, I just enjoyed this delicious food and I got a whole lot. I got way more than I was expecting, and I would like to share it with you. Please enjoy it as much as I did. Yes, that's life. That's the life we should be living. This is the life that I live. How about you? Yes, be what achieve what it is that you desire because it is your world. It is your world. What do you want your world to consist of? How much love and joy do you want in your life? It feels so much better than sitting in negative energy, does it not? Feels so, so much better. Yes, yes, yes. And that's just one example of how you put things out to the universe. And the universe is there all the time, always there, never leaves, is always there as your support, as your world, as your creative, as a creative being. Remember that the universe and everything that it consists of, it's where you came from in the first place. Well, however you want to look at it, I like to use the example of, excuse me, being created as a God being, because I believe we are God beings walking this earth. We are divinity within. The kingdom of God is within. Who has read that before? The kingdom of God is within. Awaken that which is within. Awaken the divinity that is within, and you will awaken the world. Yes, you are connected. We are connected. We are all as one. We come from the same source. Therefore, that makes us of the same, but yet it was a different part of source, and there within that is your uniqueness, your individuality. Yes, yes, yes. I am so grateful to have life in the way that it is because I am that light in these times. It may appear to be so dark around us in this world. But remember, you are the light, you are the joy, you are the laughter, yes, of this world. You, when you do it, there it is. There it is. Yes. So, what more can we talk about today? Set down. Have I shared my selenite sword with anyone? I created this. I made this. Yes, I did. I carved it myself. Isn't it beautiful? I did this few years back. And I have another one that I want to carve into another type of creation, but right now it's used as energy. It's on top of the TV because of being as I live by the airport. So to help hold the local stations, yes, the local stations because they're not with the internet, if that makes any sense. Yeah, but I share this to say, what is it that you want to create today? I got that little Dremel, the hand little Dremel. I think the whole kit was like $30, 35 at the most, and put on my little safety goggles, and I just until I transformed it into what it is that I wanted. I still wanted to do more to it. I have some gemstones that I wanted to inlay into it, make it the beautiful, beautiful creation that it is. This is selenite. Yes, it is a healing energy crystal. And this is the form that it is in now. Yes, remember, energy never dies, it only changes. And this was an example of a transformation, even though it came from in the form of my creation. Still, example, life. What is it that you want? And who would have thought when I did this? Who would have thought that I was able to do this myself? That I was going to be able to create this? I'd never done anything like this before. I'd never used a Dremel before, those little Dremel drills. I'd never done it before. I did plan doing it as far as I took some Play-Doh. I ordered some little Play-Doh and I shaped the Play-Doh into what it is that I wanted. And really it was the braid. Can you see this? Because the handle is braided. Let's see if that helps me. The can't really see that. But the handle is braided, and that's what I needed to see. So I took some Play-Doh and I braided it so that I could see what a braid would look like as I took the Dremel and created this. And yeah, I just set out to do it. I think it took me, I worked on it for 2 different days. Um, was it two or one? Might have been one because, yeah. So, regardless, that's how little time that it took to do this. So you can do anything that you want to do. There isn't anything that you cannot do if you put your mind to it. Yes, including these YouTube channels. I encourage you to continue to keep on pushing, push through that the platform, didn't even say that right. Plateau. Push through any adversity. Push through the challenges. Don't be discouraged about what something may say. Take what someone may say about because they didn't agree with what you had said. Okay, well then that was just a perspective that you then heard from another. Okay, take everything as a learning situation, not necessarily a criticism that you want to take to heart and allow it to get you down. Don't do that. Remember, every single person has a perspective. Every single person that is walking this earth has their own unique perspectives. And there are as many perspectives in the world as there are people. So definitely somebody out there has a different perspective and view than you. Learn from it, observe it. Okay, never thought of things in that way. You have the different, like we see people nowadays, and it appears to be, has the world gone mad? Who said that? Was that on Adam Family's Values? Has the world gone mad? And it really truly appears to be that way. How about looking at it in a different perspective as far as um, we've never been this connected before, have we? I know as a child, when we'd watch TV, we only had 5 channels at the most. We didn't have cable. So anything that was done was through that you would see the television wise was through one of those channels. And television was only from like 6 a.m. to, I think it went off the air like maybe 1 o'clock, something like that. It literally went off the air, and there was no air time from the time that you were supposed to be in the bed in the first place. So you went outside. We played, rode bikes. We did what we did, and that was our socialization. Went to church, and those people that you grew up in the church, and you knew everybody in the church. You knew their parents, their families, their kids, their cousins. You knew everybody that was in the church, and that was your surrounding. You went to school, and you knew everybody that was in your school. And then that literally was the extent of your socialization. Maybe you were a part of a, let's say, football team or softball team or soccer team. And then there was a group of people that you were able to socialize with, and that is what you knew. However, whatever the case may be, of those groups that you may have been a part of, and that would have been the extent of what your observance in the world was. But other than that, if you had to go further, it would have been through books or it would have been through the newspaper. But other than that, an actual socialization would have been through who you knew within your community. All of that has changed. Your community literally grew up, just like you did. Literally, it grew up. We have grown with society. Yes, we have. And these, um, as we watch people be in ways that we never knew, and it was simply because we didn't have exposure to those people. So it appears like there is so much noise, there is so much activity going on in the world. And it's simply because we are connected on a larger scale now. I truly enjoy connecting and communicating with people from around the world. I would not have met the awesome people that I have met, the one that I truly love, Miss Amy. I just love her to pieces. I would not have met her had it been not for me having the courage and the joy, because I said I wanted for me to do this. I said to the angels, let me have joy in doing this. I want to have joy in doing this. Guide me to joy because I have gone through life and I have done the things that I have done and I've reached the age that I have reached. And now I'm doing the things that I'm doing in a different way. I'm not that on that career path, that career driven path that it once was, getting up, going in, running a business, um, being with individuals, dealing with clients and customers and so forth, and dealing with tech support and all the other things that came with it. I'm not on that journey anymore. I'm now on a different journey in life, and this is the form it is now taking place. Those young bucks that are out there starting off the world, that's now their journey. They're the ones that are now to create how our society is. Of course, yes, us as older individuals, we too have a part to play, but we do it through our guidance, through our wisdom, through the interacting and saying, hey, this is what I've learned in life. And all of you older individuals out there that want to do YouTube channels, I stand and encouraging you. Get on here, get on these platforms, get on here before things change. Get on here and share the message that you desire to share. Share your life experiences, share what you know. Introduce yourself to the world because, hey, unless you are just within your own circle around you, within your community, it's not going to go past that. Example, remember when um, network marketing, the different entities that would come along. Okay, Amway. Who remembers Amway? I forget what the name that it changed to, but it was one of those entities that you had to go, invite your family and friends to come to the meeting, have them sign up, and so on and so forth. Melaleuca, those type of share and then invite somebody. You're only going so far as the individuals that so therefore your success in entities like that only came from the circle that you knew. Well, now your circle is now bigger than your circle is now like that food that you ordered when you were in your restaurant, ordering the food, and when it came it was like way more than you were expecting, and within that was joy within itself. Yes, be the joyful person that you are. Share your light. I was on the other day singing, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. You gotta clap your hands to that. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Shine your light. Be that candle in the window. Yes, who knows about that? Be that candle, that light, that guide to others that need that light in these times that may appear to be dark for them. We say appear because we don't want to claim, we don't want it to be in actuality. It just appears that way. It appears. And within that, we are being that light to help those that there may be somebody that does not know what to do. Maybe there's somebody that doesn't have the strength that you do. Share that. Maybe there's somebody that doesn't have the knowledge that you do. Share that. Yes, and that's what these platforms are here for. Uh-huh. I'm grateful to be on here. And whenever this video reaches you, it is at the divine appointed time. There are no mistakes in the universe. Everything is in divine order. Yes, especially when you right align yourself with divine order. Nothing is by accident. ever, ever, ever. Every experience that you have is for you. Yes, it is. Every experience, every trial, because with that you come out with new knowledge. You learn something you didn't know about before, whether it's good or bad. Excuse me. You learn about it. Um, you learn something new and share what it is that you know. Share your strengths, share your encouragement, because we're coming into a time. Okay, so let's talk about the world that's happening right now. Let's talk about that. We have there could be a chance that we have the Social Security in being chipped away at, even though it was what you put your money in to for your future, in no different than if it was an IRA. It came in the form of Social Security. Put your little pinch off of every check, you pinch a little bit off when you start working, and it goes into the Social Security fund so that when it's time for you to retire, when you reach that age, and I encourage everybody, when you reach that age of 62, take that retirement, because they'll say, hold on until age 70, hold on till age 70. Ah, that's a trap within itself. That's that slavery trap. When slavery went away, it changed and morphed into the form of the working class that we have right now, where you get up every single day and you work through the day, come home, go to bed just to get up and do it all over again. Well, at age 62 is when you can first take your Social Security benefits. And they say wait until 70 because you will get more money if you wait until 70. All right. If you look at some of the health of the people that are walking this earth right now, some of them don't need to be waiting until they're 70 years old to be able to sit down and take a rest. An additional, let's say, $100 a month more, is it really worth working 8 more years of your life? No, take that money. Enjoy your life. Take it. It's yours. Take it before they try to take it away from you. It's there for those that are elderly, and well, that would come more in the form of Medicaid, Medicare, and so forth. But through all of that, we have to think about the possibilities of what the changes may come in in the Social Security being taken away. You may have to bring grandma home from the nursing home. You may have a physically disabled child or something. There's all sorts of situations that may be different. Maybe your parents aren't able to afford the rent anymore based upon their Social Security, and you have to come together. But I will say this, because I like to try to find the positive in everything, and I say that all the time. In every dark situation, you can find the positive. So let's find the positive in this. So I was listening to um, a little bit of what's her name? Helen Belaski. I want to mispronounce her name. Anyway, she talks about the seven root race of people and how the stages that we are at, and the where we are at right now um, are the fifth race, and we will be shedding materialism and evolving more spiritually. Okay, similar to the age of Aquarius, really along the age of Aquarius. Now, how does I say that is a positive? Where's the similarity and the positiveness in this? Well, you have within that, it says that we would be shedding materialism. We'd be shedding things that are materialistic and moving more towards spirituality, a higher vibration in that way. So, why do I say that? If people had to come together, let's say you had to move your parents had to move in, maybe your mother or your father, they had to move in with you and your family and your children, and then their mom or dad may be able to, or mom and dad are maybe taking the spare room. Okay, well, mom and dad or whoever moved in with you would have to release a lot of their material items. They would have to shed some of the things that would not fit into the home that they're moving into. And that is a form of shedding of materialism. If you had to move into your parents' home, maybe there's a lot of people who graduated college, but the rent's too expensive out there. And it's going to take moving back home, and you move back into, mom and dad's house, or maybe you moved in with grandma because grandma's social security isn't going to be able to pay the mortgage anymore, and you want to help out, or anything along those lines. You would have to release a lot of the materialism that you have. You there would be no use to, if you're moving in there because that's where you're going to be, there would be no use to put them in a storage shed. That's just money every month for stuff that's just sitting there. You can release it, give it to someone who can use what you are not going to use, because you have to release some of your materialism in order to fit the space that you are now moving into, so on and so forth. Different ways, find the positivity within negative. You can find positive within the dark. You can find light. You can be that light, and it's so important to be that light that you are. I enjoy being the light that I am. I enjoy coming on here and just sharing and talking, and just being an encouragement to somebody. I enjoy sending love. I enjoy being in that space of love and healing and sending that to another. I absolutely love healing energy. I absolutely love seeing the results when someone has reached their level of optimism, of excellent health, being whole, being complete. Yes, I am whole. I am complete. I am fully and completely all that I am in the most benevolent way, and I am joyful and grateful for it. This is the world that I want. This is the world that I am sharing with you. Yes, in these times. These are changing times, and we can change along with it. Yes. I would like to also speak. We have Mr. Musty Man, who's been up in the White House doing what he has been doing in the government entities, all the different departments. And I still say, you see people, yeah, they're rising up. They're saying, hey, with their signs, and they're saying Elon's got to go. You still are missing the point. He's being directed by Diaper Dawn. Remember that. He is doing exactly what Diaper Dawn has instructed him to do. So you're calling for the wrong person. So within that, once again, when I say, where was your heart when you voted? Either were in a dark heart space because you wanted harm to another, you wanted displacement to another, you wanted another to feel pain and discomfort, and you wanted them out your country. You felt like your taxes was going to something that was supporting another person in a way that you don't feel that they should be. Whatever the case may be, you voted in a dark heart space. Whether you were in a dark heart space or you've been completely shrouded in darkness, you are in the fog, you are walking along in the cult, in the fog, in the darkness of that. Either way, there's darkness there. You are either dark in your heart or you're in the darkness of the veil, the cloud, whatever you want to put it, because you voted for something that is now the way that it is. And as long as these people they're shouting Elon, and that's another distraction. That's another look over here, you know, because Diaper Don has not what's the word? Not condemn. Yeah, condemn or instructed. No, or even spoke out against anything that Musty Man has been doing. It's been in complete support. Complete support. So when you're calling for Elon, you're calling for the wrong person. You should be calling for Diaper Don to step down. You should be calling for Diaper Don, but in that, remember that even if Diaper Don steps down, you still have Mr. VD, and Mr. VD still has all the appointments that Diaper Don has put into place. And do you know Diaper Don has been calling the representative? Other Democrats have come out and said that though that other Republicans have confided in them and saying that Diaper Dawn literally has been calling them, notifying them, and threatening them. Did you know that? Threatening them for if they don't do, threatening them and their families. And so that could very well be a small reason why these individuals are still standing by him like glue. Could be a reason. Um, but within the Musty Man, remember this. Um, he was just on a talk show. So some of you may have seen the podcast or listened to it or saw it with Joe Rogan when Musty Man was on there. And literally, he used the word empathy. He said that the problem with this society is, with the Western culture, is that they are too much with empathy. Empathy, which is love. If you cannot listen to that, if he did not say anything else in that interview, pay attention to just that part right there. He literally says he does not care. He does not have empathy, compassion, kindness, love for anyone else other than himself. And he has no problem going in there and tearing up everything. He has no problem. He has no concern for the lower class individuals that are the working class of this country, that are the ones that go out in the fields and the factories and produce the economy, our foods, the everything that we're doing. He has literally no problem taking away from individuals. He has no problem removing Medicare. He has no problem removing Social Security. He has no problem with the dismantling of the Department of Education. And this is all by the direction of Diaper Don, no matter which form it takes place, because he is directing these individuals that Diaper Don has put in place. He has put these people in place and they are following his instruction. And literally, somebody came out and said the problem with the people of these United States and this Western society is empathy, that they have empathy, that they care for somebody. That right there shows you where the fight really is. It is darkness trying to take over the light, but we all know that that is impossible, because every time you walk into a dark room and you flip that light switch, what happens to that darkness? It scatters, it disappears, it becomes no more unless it is in the form of a shadow. If something is there that is then the light is on one side and there is a object in between the light and that shadow. Other than that, darkness disappears. So within that is another example of how important it is to be have that empathy, to share the love, have compassion and kindness. Right, because the separation between these people that have their substances and all the money that they have, let's call it what it is, they have it in abundance and they don't feel that they have enough and they want more because it is control over individuals. And it doesn't matter who dies, it doesn't matter who gets sick, it doesn't matter who doesn't get educated, it doesn't matter who doesn't have shelter, it doesn't matter at all to these individuals, because as long as they're taken care of, they are fine. And it's going so far. You hear them talking about these different countries, like with the Panama Canal. BlackRock has now bought the ports or share or whatever the case may be, the two ports that are on each side of the Panama Canal. That right there is an example of where these people with money, where these oligarchs, where all of these rich individuals are going. This is an example. There is a whole lot of look over here, look over there, while they do everything right in front of you. Empathy. He sat up there and said it. Empathy is the problem. I say empathy is what needs to be more of. And if we all stand together and be in that light, be that joy, be that 0.01% of the population, if you stand in that positive heart space, that 0.01%, makes that change in the world. It makes the change, and that 0.01% is a very small number. And it is scientifically proven areas where they have a higher vibration in that, where more people are standing in that higher vibration within their heart space, they have less crime in their area, within their community. Crime actually goes down because love is more ever present. Yes. So within everybody calling for folks to Mr. Musty Man, you're looking and calling for the wrong individual. It is within the White House itself. Mr. Diaper Don is doing all the instructing and placed all the individuals in place, including Mr. VD. Yes, that man, the man that likes couches, him. The man that stood behind his 3-year-old child as he's making a statement because his support, well, not his supporters, American people are protesting, and he's out there trying to have himself a wonderful day with his 3-year-old child walking, and because he is now in the spotlight, and he wants to blame people for coming up to him and use his 3-year-old child as the shield as to how scared his child was, and how stop hiding behind the children. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Mr. VD. uh, anyway, we're staying positive, right? And even with me saying all of that, I'm not the anger part isn't there. I'm really trying to bring awareness to you in the different forms that it takes place. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. So, uh pay attention to that which is around you, and uh use your thinking, use your brain as to why they are doing the things that they are doing. Why? Here's another example within the dismantling of the Department of Education. So it takes your tax dollars to in the that goes towards the Department of Education, and now they want to dismantle it and return everything back to the states. But here in the states now, I know for sure here in Georgia, and other states have done it too, are doing it, that they are passing laws to where you can apply for a voucher so that you can go to either homeschool or you can go to a private school, a private Christian school. Okay. And those vouchers that you apply for, those are your tax dollars. So no more, they're trying to dictate that it's not that the public tax dollars are going to go to public education. They want it to be privatized, and they're using your tax dollars to do it. Think about that. Think about that for just one moment. It is your money in the first place, and they want to tell you that you cannot have it. They are cutting funds from universities because somebody doesn't agree with their point of view. They are silencing reporters and news entities because people are saying things that they don't want them to, that these administrations don't want to hear, especially Diaper Don. He is coming after people who speak ill of him because they don't speak positive in a positive light. He is coming after them. He is censoring them. He is sending out dog whistles to where his supporters then become attacking these individuals because they're not saying what it is that he wants to hear. He wants to be painted in a positive light. He thought it was so horrible that the Democrats, in the address that he gave to both houses, that they weren't praising him. Not everybody wants to praise your stinky butt, your butt, Diaper Don. Not everybody wants to be up in that. No. And we're supposed to have different opinions, because therefore it turns away from democracy and then turns into, you're not a king even though you want to be. And in that, only thing you're doing is just putting money in your pocket and those around you. All of these distractions that are going on, all the monies that are being diverted and stopped and awarded in different directions without the approval of Congress, which is not legal. Do you know this Diaper Don wants to put the Constitution, no, the Declaration of Independence? He wants to have it in the White House, in the Oval Office. It is a document that is to be preserved. It is a document that requires um, the oxygen to be controlled around it so it does not crumble and fall to pieces, because it's an old document, a document that was established, what this country is established on. But I will also say we are in our Pluto return. Remember that comes around every approximately 250 years. So what this country was established on 250 years ago, we now see is come around, and we are now seeing, okay, what works, what doesn't work. And that's where we are at. And as long as Diaper Don wants to do things like have the Declaration of Independence up in the White House, as long as Diaper Don is doing things like the U.S. Marshal deputizing Musty Man's security team. Okay, and so now Musty Man's security team can go anywhere they want in the United States and carry weapons and arms with them. Pay attention to what is happening. There, I saw a group of people, of white supremacy people, and I do not even believe it is connected with the Christian nationalists, but there are literally groups of people that have been training to fight, physically fight. I literally saw video of them fighting each other, bloody fighting, and then coming, and cleaning them up and so forth, and teaching them how to use weapons, teaching them. There are people out there that are actually doing this right now. If love is not important, if empathy is not important, then what is? But do not be deceived. Just because you are standing in love and empathy and kindness and compassion does not mean that you cannot protect yourself. You can, and you can do it on a spiritual level, and you can also do it on a physical level. But I am not condoning any form of violence, simply saying that be aware of your surrounding, go within, listen to your guidance, surround yourself with the angelic realm, call upon your angels, call upon your ancestors. Be that which you are. Be that. Walk your soul path, your soul contract, what you came down here to do, whether you feel that you didn't see that fine print or not. Remember, you read that fine print when you agreed to incarnate on and have that soul journey right here on this earth. So, what is your soul purpose? What is your soul path? What is it that you are supposed to be doing right here, right now, on this earth? What's your journey? What story do you have to share? I encourage you to get onto YouTube and share what it is that you have to say. Share your ideas, share your skills, share your experiences. Comfort those that are scared, comfort those that do not know what is going on. There are people out there that are literally not paying attention because, okay, yeah, the news is horrible to watch, but you must stay informed. You must stay informed. Who knows? Who out there actually knows what's going to happen and what they are doing unless you're staying paying attention and staying prepared. When it comes down to them firing, let's say like with the IRS people, and it's like, and what I heard that within the firing of those government individuals, those IRS auditors and so forth, that those main ones are the ones that are trained in the ones for the millionaire status, because they have so much to audit. There is a larger number, and it's not as simple as you or I or somebody being able to go on and just doing their taxes, maybe on TurboTax, and it's a simple, software help to guide, and you upload it and you're done. So what does that say? If they are only cutting into mainly cutting people that for auditing, that would have been like Diaper Don and his individuals, his surrounding, Musty Man and his surroundings, all those sugar daddies, the Fields, the Peter Fields and so forth, the David Sachs, all those sugar daddies out there. It's to so that they don't have to pay or get audited within their taxes, because within that budget is being passed with all the tax cuts that are being done for that 1%, they don't only just get that 1%, but now they're also going to be able to escape even the taxes part, because there's nobody there on a large number to be able to audit or receive those taxes in the first place. So think about that. What do you know and what don't you know? It's not about being negative. It's about staying informed. If it's going to rain, which we bless the rains, we send love and gratitude for the rain, to the rain for all that it does. But if it's going to rain, or do you not take an umbrella? Do you not stay informed? Do you not prepare yourself for that rain? Do you not put on those galoshes or that raincoat on your children or even yourself? If it's going to be cold, do you not wear that extra sweater? Do you put, grab that jacket, maybe some gloves, a hat? It's all about being prepared to everything that is around you. And it's not standing in fear. It is being prepared. And how prepared are you? Welcome to everybody that is here. I'm not ignoring you. I promise you I'm not. I am just going with the flow, encouraging you to stand in the awesomeness that you are, share your experiences, support one another. Yes. If anybody has a question, feel free to put it in the chat and I will pull yes or no cards to it if it's a yes or no answer. And I also have oracle cards to pull for any messages that the universe has for us today, because obviously there are messages to be shared. Those that if you have elderly people in the family, people that with Social Security, maybe you have family that has housing, Section 8 housing, or some type of governmental assistance in housing. Maybe you have somebody that's in college. There's chances that they're not going to receive FAFSA for their next school year coming up. These are the things that you need to be aware of. Come together and have these conversations, and don't be that person that you're walking. It's like, oh, okay, no, I'm just not going to look over here. No, no. Don't be like that. Face it. Because this is the country that we are living in right now. You have heard me say, I'm, I'm not, I have my doubts about a midterm. If there is even a midterm to be had. Because before I was saying, based upon the same reasons and the same way that they uh finagled with the numbers, I believe that the numbers were finagled with, and including the amount of people that were purged from the voter rolls. uh I have my doubts based upon that happening again, and the redistricting and the redrawing of lines like they did here in Georgia, to where they redrew the district lines and they literally pitted two Democrats against each other because they had to run for office against one another, because they once held two districts, but then when they redrew the lines, then that the two representatives for that district, and it would only support one. So those two Democrats had to run against each other. So we lost somebody. We still had somebody, but we still lost somebody, which was done in a malicious way. Okay. So um, remember, pay attention to what is happening around you and where you are. Stay aware. There is, whether you need to come together and have this family conversation. What are we going to do if XYZ happens? How are we going to make the changes? What are we going to do for grandma? What are we going to do for auntie? What are we going to do for whatever the case may be? So and so just lost their job, because right now it's government jobs, but that will continue, and they literally want people to be fighting one another. They literally want this division. They literally want you to be discouraged. They literally want you to become angry. You know, However this is going to get solved, I do, like I said, I do not feel, I have little hopes of a midterm, not just from what I just spoke about, but also if there is division that is created large enough where there's fighting. I don't want to use the word, where there's conflict. If we are in a warlike state, whether it's any type of, if martial law, there we go, if martial law needs to be declared, and excuse me, that would prevent a election. So yeah, things are being done, and I've said it from the beginning. Can you believe it's only been 6 weeks? It hasn't even been 2 months. Let me drink me some water. It hasn't even been 2 months that Diaper Don and Mr. VV have been up in office. So, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon at all. And if midterms is in 2 years, and this ain't even been 2 months, and you have the support of the Supreme Court that is happening in so many different directions, I just don't. And now we watch a Gavin Newsom, which I'm not a real fan. I don't feel one way or the other about Gavin Newsom. And he had his guest Charlie Kirk on the show, whatever that podcast was. I listened to just a clip of it, and whether it was a attempt to bring unity to the middle, whether it was attempt to bring awareness to others, because there's a lot of harshness towards Gavin Newsom as to how can you sit down and talk with Charlie Kirk, because he's been so racist, he's so homophobic, he's not in support of a women's right and everything we know that this country we have built it to be, the civil rights, the equity of the diversity of this country. He's not in support of that. He's in support of a white nationalist community or whatever the case may be. So whether he sat down with Charlie Kirk for the purpose of um, one side, people on the left, maybe they haven't heard Charlie Kirk speak. Maybe those that listen to Charlie Kirk haven't really listened to Gavin Newsom speak because they've just listened to the rhetoric that they've heard about Gavin Newsom. Whatever the true case may be, there was a sit down, those two individuals came together, it is what it is. And now you have a bunch of rhetoric talk that is going on about that. It's just a lot of noise being kicked up. So it comes down to, what is it that you want your life to be? What is it that you want to have for your world, within your society? What do you believe in? Where is your heart? Where is your love? Where is your compassion? Where is your kindness? Where are your acts of love? Where are your acts of service to humanity? If we want to stand on Christianity, love is what was taught by Jesus first and foremost. Love. Where is your love? Where is your service to humanity? Where is your kindness? Where is your compassion? Where is your empathy? Because Musty Man sat up there in his interview with Joe Rogan and said that empathy was the problem. And where is the Christian nationalist with this when this is being said? Empathy's the problem? No, 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 no. It shows you where his heart is at, his direction, and what he will continue to do. There is so much that can be said of what is happening out there and what's been done, and the new diseases that are popping their heads up, and the people that are dying from it. And here's another thing that I wanted to touch on to give the example of when it comes down to what is happening in the world right now. You have a lot of people whom have had NDEs, near death experiences. And all of these people are coming back and saying there is nothing to fear about death. They're saying that it's natural. It's actually better over there, that some people didn't want to come back, but they were told, no, you need to come back. It's not your time. whatever their story was, they all really come back with the same message saying that there's no need to fear death. I even saw somebody who had a near death experience, and he said that if he saw the chaos and fighting in the street, he said he would get his lawn chair out and his popcorn and his little drink and sit down and watch it because he's not scared of death because he has experienced that near death experience that um uh he sees what the other side is about. Now, I said all of that to say, I believe these messages are coming out so strong to people about there's no need to fear death. There's no need to fear death because we're coming into a time where we're going to see a lot of people leaving this earth. They're going to be leaving by the masses, whether it be through sickness and disease, whether it be through natural or disaster, whether it be because society has changed to where, they're homeless or they don't have no food, or maybe through violence, these people that are training to fight others within this country right here. I literally watched this. And these people are they have these groups around the United States, and they literally trade off. And these different groups are coming and being trained and fighting each other and learning from another and teaching each other how to fight, people right here in this country. That is what's out there. You cannot turn a blind eye. You cannot be ignorant to the fact that there is real evil out there, that there is real darkness out there. It is more important for you, light workers, calling all light workers. I call all energy healers. I call all spiritual enlightened beings. I send a call, an invitation to you to come together. Let's come together and stand in that light. Let's make that light into a huge bonfire to where you can unmistakably see unmistakably see that light. And that's what we are. That's what you are. And what is your sole purpose on this earth? What is it that you are doing? What is your walk? What is your role to play? How are you supporting? If you are a person in the home, that is okay too. If you're not somebody that will be out there through the picketing and the boycotting and I'm not going to be out there in the streets. I may boycott a company like this week. No, what month is it? This is March. March 7th to March 14th. No Amazon purchase, period. That's it. That's all. If you want to go into Amazon and fill your cart up like you're going to do all that shopping, go do that too. Let it sit there the whole week. They want your money, don't give it to them. That's supposed to be an avenue, a store to be able to help you, not oppress you. That type of service is supposed to be for a higher benefit, a higher vibration to help you. It creates delivery drivers. It helps those that don't have the transportation to be able to go to the store to purchase what they need. They may have something on there that is not available in your area. It's a commerce, a world commerce store that is supposed to be for your highest good, and instead they're using that money to hurt you in the societal way. So boycott Amazon. When the Walmart Amazon comes up, I will mention that. McDonald's, anybody who is sitting up there, either a part of this administration and all their sugar daddies taking all the money, being directed by Diaper Don and Musty Man and Mr. VD, whether it's McDonald's, like if come on, you really no diversity within your company. Target, no diversity within your company. We already saw that it hurt Target's pocket in the first place, and we can do it again. We already saw that it made a difference on the 28th, February 28th, when it was a no shop day, no purchase day. Don't spend a penny, a dime. Well, this week is no Amazon week, okay? Now, where was I? As far as uh standing in who you are. Where was I before I with the Amazon? Well, it'll be brought back to me. Bring it back to my remembrance. That is what is your sole purpose? What is the walk? Oh, about staying in home. So you may not be a person that goes out and about, but you truly can be in your meditative state and you can be in your love state and you can send energy, healing, love vibrations, higher vibrations to the collective right where you are. You don't necessarily have to go into a church building. You don't necessarily have to go to that meditation center. You don't necessarily have to go out and join that group. You can do it right where you are. You can be that badass powerhouse light conduit, um, lighthouse right where you are. Be the badass that you are right where you are. Make the change right where you are, and believe and know that you too are making a difference in this world because we are going through challenging times. This is the beginning. There is always chaos before change, but within the chaos comes the change. Fires, there after a fire, how traumatic and chaotic it may be, it but then it recedes so that the forest may grow within the ashes, rise up like a phoenix, rise up the new communities that will come forth, the maybe this was a way that um, people got the message. You know what? It's okay. It's time to move on, move to someplace different. Don't stay within those burned ashes. Move on to something new. The universe sometimes does that. It pushes us. And when we ask for its guidance, when we are walking our soul path, the universe can push us and push us to the direction that we need to go. And that is for our highest good and for the highest good of all and involved. That's what we do right here on this earth when you are listening to your guidance. Trust your guidance. Trust that you're okay, you're healthy, you're fine, you are right where the universe wants you to be. You are the creator of your world. Bring it joy, bring it love, bring it happiness, bring it compassion and kindness and excitement. Have when you start your channel, do it with joy and excitement. Look forward to coming on and say to yourself, this is the best day. This is the best video that I have ever made. This is the best live that I have ever done. And it should be like that every single time because every day is a new day. Every single day, you should say to yourself, every day, I am anew. I am a new life. Every single day, I am new because it is a new day. Yes, that's what you should be walking in. Stand in the magnificence of yourself. Be that which you desire to be. Yes, you came here to make that difference. You are, I have said before that we are forefathers, foremothers of the age of Aquarius. We are the beginning of that change. We are at that doorway from Pisces to Aquarius, from dogma, control, and religion to freedom, spirituality, and high innovations. Yes, operating as full spirit beings. Yes, telepathy. Have you noticed how much we're picking up on other people? Me and my guy friend, we say it all the time. I was just thinking that, or what does my daughter say? Get your own thoughts, lady. Because I was just thinking that, or she was just thinking that, or I was saying what she was just thinking, or she was saying what I was just thinking. We're all connected. Yes. And rejoice in that. Be the magical being that you are. Be witchy. You know what? I like to also call myself because I wanted to be a doctor. I still have the joy of healing and so forth and sending that love and compassion to another. So, and I love magic. Magic is actually true divinity. They just corrupted it and made it seem like it's a bad thing. But I'd like to call myself a witch doctor because I love being witchy and I love being a healing doctor in um, the essence, the spirituality way. I'm a healer. So you go on and call me a witch doctor if you want. I take that as a crown. Yes, I will be that witch doctor. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love you. Yes, I do. I love doing this. I love encouraging people um, to do what it is that you want to do. Share your drawing, share your painting, share your writing. Share your dreams. Share what was guided to by you. A lot of times when we come on here, when we say things and we share our dreams or what they were guided or what came to them, um, it's a confirmation to another. Like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or, oh, I had that same dream. Or I was wondering about that. Or, oh, I wrote that in my channeled writing. Whatever. Just share with one another. Here's something. Okay, I'll share with you something that came to me yesterday when I was in my woo-woo state, meditating and receiving and so forth. So Jesus was of the Essenes, right? And the Essenes were people that um, uh, knew the science magic. Yeah, different things. Okay, so in the Bible, you have Jesus that talks about walking on water and turning water to wine. So here's a question that I pose to you. Could it possibly have been, so if there was truth to any of that, okay, let's say that that was all 100% truth. Could it possibly have been that Jesus was able to do those things because he literally studied with the Essenes and learned the manipulation of the elements? And he knew how to manipulate water. He knew science, magic, and the elements of water. So he was able to walk on water. Think about that one. He calmed the storms. Think about that one. He turned water to wine. Think about that one. Just something to think about. Woo wooey, I know. Is it out there? Yeah. But is it a possibility? Absolutely. Is it impossible? Not at all. So things like that is an example. Things like that. Well, I know I've been on here talking for a while and I've enjoyed it. If I haven't sent out that invitation for you to subscribe, please subscribe, hit the like button, share this message, share your message. Yes, enjoy your days. If it's raining where you're at, send love to the rain, bless the rains, calm the storms. Yes, be magical, be the God being that you are. Create what it is that you desire to create. Yes, okay? So, thank you for being on here listening to me. Thank you for universe for having this opportunity. I am grateful. I am grateful that I was able to do, and I did it with joy. I did it with gratitude, and not without even one worrying about what anybody may or may not think, say, or do. Comment. Thank you for that heart. I love you too. Comment, share. Let's have a conversation and join me when I read the book, The Children of the Law of One and the Lost Teachings of Atlantis. This book right here. Oh, see, it's not in reverse form. It's in, well, I'll get this eventually on how to do this. Children of the Law of One and the Lost Teachings of Atlantis. We are on chapter 5. Now, next time it comes, I upload a video, it will be part 2. Yes, and receive spiritual information, spiritual knowledge, confirmations in your life. Okay? Thank you for supporting me, being a part of my journey, and come with me tomorrow as we go on another journey. Yeah? Okay. Love you. Have the most benevolent day.